Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today, as usual, on Monday, we will have the Fun Day Monday, which is the Oracle Message reading. And this is gonna be the reading number 17. And this is general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now, I hope that you guys have had a very nice weekend. If you still feel like out of sync at the moment, so then don't be worried, because obviously that the soul journeys of each other are different, and sometimes you're slower because obviously that maybe because of your soul is younger than some other people, but as long as you have the will to catch up with the generations, the energy, the current energies, and you have the will to work on yourself, then you will get there eventually. It will be slower, but like everything happens for a reason. As long and the joy of the soul journey is actually about the learning. So if you treat it as the process of discovering about things, about life, about yourself, and make it as something to kind of like, it's like the personal fun. When you do things, then you will feel a lot easier, because so you don't put yourself under pressure. So that is one of my advice. And keep working on things that you know you think that you haven't been quite successful with yourself. And also maybe if there's something you're feeling like, or if you cannot understand things, then feel free to email me or ask me. But if you kind of like figure out something not quite right in your journey, then like try to utilize everything and explain it by yourself first before you asking for help, because it's a joy, as I say. So once you treat things like that, you might find things is not that as difficult as you think. Okay, so let's give it a try together, and I will be here to help, and I'm willing to help anytime that you want to ask anything. Okay, so now let's go to the cards and see what we have for the Fun Day Monday. Okay, so as usual for the Oracle card, we'll go to the Tarot card first. I will pull 3 cards to see what we have. So this is the Oracle message number 17. And see, if you're still in the holidays, if you don't have to work, or if you're working, just kind of like relaxed for today and tomorrow, because it's like the very end of the extended holidays for people. So just make use of the opportunities to relax. Don't work too hard, for example, or if you're not working, then just create something for you to do to enjoy your life. um, it's one of the trick, the tip for manifestation. So you try to visualize how you want to live in the future and trying to make it right on today. Doesn't matter that if you have to work or not, or have responsibilities to do something. um it's just like how I describe. It's like we test the ideas of what we have, because see, obviously the idea is never random, sorry. The idea is always from the visions of your higher self that trying to transfer to you. So let's try that to see how it works out for people. Now the first card we have today is the 5 of Swords. The Five of Swords here is about the changes in your ideas of your life. So as I say, this is about, because this is the period after the divine timing clock ticking. So everything's gonna be go with the divine plan. That's why sometimes if you feel like, if you feel like you lack out of the energy, or like staying behind, the energy is not quite in sync, that is the actually, it's actually the good thing, because at least you feel it that way. So your guide, your higher self, trying to tell you that things must change. So they want you to, they urge you to change from within of yourself. So it starts with the idea. That's why I say, please, even if you're not quite yet receive how I say, the clear blessings that coming toward for quite a number of people already. If you not quite feel it that way, then temporarily, before you can explain yourself about things, just put it aside for now and try to figure out the life you want. Because when you see the ideas of where you want to head to, or what you want to have in your life, then for somehow, you will start to gaining ideas, or clearer, how I say, um like it's like the creativities that you have within you, will comes out gradually following your idea. So let's figure out what you want to change, coming with your mind first. For example, if you want your life will be less hour working, for example, or have, you know a house with a garden, for example, because you want to do gardenings or something like that, or you want very small details, but listen to your higher self, because obviously that they always know where you're heading to, where you're supposed to be. Okay, so don't panic, just go with your intuition. Now, the Three of Swords, um the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords. So this is a lot of, it's like clarities that you gain about how to change your situations, how you fix things that you still upset about. The Three of Swords can be about relationship, but basically it's about, um, how I say, the the dissatisfactions with your emotion within. So this is more about you trying to figure out how to change, um, that frustrations or the dissatisfactions with yourself after everything that you've been through. Now, let's see another card to see what we have. Let's see, 3 cards, 4 cards, so I will pull another one. The Ace of Wands. So, this is actually quite a good thing, because like it's about you are very close to the new start of your life without knowing it. That's why you start to feel that urge inside you, trying to speed up the process. So this is about someone needs to figure out within themselves, or working with their higher self, or their intuitions, trying to sort out why you still stuck with the things that upset you. So this is about the transformation, the late transformations. And because you miss some kind of like pauses in the past, there's some details of the thing that you learn, you didn't pay attention, that it's should be included into your new wisdom, or your current wisdoms, so you can open the door to the new journey. So spirit advise that, it's time to change about your idea, the ideologies that you had, or you have had, or you thought that it was the right way. It's time to readjust it, because there's something not quite matching with the current energy. Okay, so let's see with the oracle cards, and we will figure out what is this about. So, like with the Three of Swords here, I can see Spirit say that you have to kill the obsessions of yourself about things that you were being upset, because you still don't understand that people trying to upset you, or to hurt you, or to do things to you, because of course they're not a good people, but obviously that they done it because it's supposed to happen, so you can learn something, but you didn't embrace that experience as to make it as a lesson, the knowledge, the wisdom, right? You still count things as something like unpleasant toward you, so the pain still remains at the pain. Now, when the pain, no longer the pain, it's only the experience, or even, the vague memories from you toward things in the past, and that is when you know that you will be able to start the new journey and open the new door. Okay, now let's see with the oracle card. This is the Celtic spirits. We have number 30, sacred waters, deep healing emotions, pilgrimage. Now this is about the Three of Swords here and the Five of Swords combined. You need to go through this process. This is like the very final steps that you're missing, so you can start the new cycle, the new life, as other people already done. So the deep healing emotion here is about exactly what I just described. So there's something you missed about the lessons you learned. You didn't embrace it into to make it become your wisdom. You still consider it as the bad incidents, the bad pains, or the bad how I say um, behaviors of people toward you, right? You don't understand why they're trying to do that toward you, and you don't realize that once you can embrace this into your wisdom, people will stop, and that's when you can step into the new cycle. Because the new cycle, people are supposed to compensate what you have had lost and what you had gone through. So this is the card is about. So the pilgrimage is actually the sign of you are being summoned. So you actually, heading to toward your destiny without knowing. So pilgrimage is the terms to describe the people, return home, return to the innocence, return to the originalities of who they are, return to where they're from, spiritually speaking. So that is what it's all about. Okay, so but the good thing is you are heading toward your destiny, so don't worry about if you're not yet in sync, or a little bit lag behind of the energies and the generations, your fellows. Keep working on it, because spirits say we see your problem here and we're trying to provide and the hints, the advices to guide you through, because obviously that you will have to be the one who do the work, because that is the meaning of self-learning. Once you know the idea, learn about all the information, the details, and then you are the one to put everything in practice into your own life and make it happen, because no one else allowed to help you. Even they want to, they can only help you when you open this door. Okay, now the wow, doorway, strength, and journey. What can I say? You are ready, but you didn't know it. You are very close to that new fresh start as just anyone else. That's why I keep saying that the universe is very fair. The blessing is for everyone. It only you resist the blessings by slowing down the process, because you don't trust yourself enough. You didn't take enough time to think, thoroughly through all the events you went through. And obviously that you can ask for help by, guide by asking for guidance and tips. But the one who actually wanna do the real work is actually you. Okay, so let's go to, I want to go to this card first. I want to go to this angel answer card first to see if we have any information about what you are going through. And this deck is sometimes it has just yes and no questions, so it's quite good. I like this deck. Right, let's see the angel answer. Now hopefully that we will have some further details or informations to advise you in your journey right now. But don't worry, because you're heading to your how I say, your new horizon. A fresh start is waiting for you right in front of you. Helpful people. So spirit's saying that you actually got more people around you to help you, but you need to figure out the weakness that you are still carrying. Because when you figure out that weakness here, the things that still bother you, then you will see why you felt it that way, that felt isolated. You felt isolated because you cannot figure out your weakness. So you need to figure out what is actually holding you back at the moment. Because once you figure out that thing, sometimes it's just a small thing. You don't need to be a major event, right? Because obviously that everything's behind you now. They're not the thing that destroyed you in the past. They won't try to get to you right now, because the divine timing was, it was ticking. So they will have to move on with their other tasks or whatever that they do, or paying their karmic payment. Okay, so once you figure it out, you will realize that people are gonna be around you already, ready to help you. Now the next card we have is meditation brings answer. Wow, this is amazing, because it's it's just the theme today is trying to help the people that still feeling nervous about things, probably because you are a bit more fragile soul compared to other soldiers and warriors, because we have a different quality of soul. Like we have the warriors, we have the leaders, we have the healer, we have an engineers, we have like workers, like artists soul, like we have different type of soul. So this reading is about those souls are very fragile, and because they are very pure. That's the thing. The more pure soul you got, the more fragile you become. And so they suggest meditation bring the answer. You can meditate literally. You don't need to have a complicated skills or techniques about meditations. It's simply about somewhere quiet, peaceful, where you can connect to yourself, to the nature around you, or even feeling the movement of the earth. You don't need to be like sit up and being like what you see online. You can just lie down, relax, or you can be on your sofa, your couch, or even you can walk in the nature somewhere that the energy is only for about you. You not be distracted about anything, and you can feel things around you, feel about yourself. If you can get the answer, that's good. But if you not, trust me, it would kind of like pumped into yourself that healing energies that allow you to bring out the ideas within your mind. So that is the purpose of meditations. But some people say that meditation is about like talking to angels, this that, and they tell you this that. No, it's you connect to your higher self, because your higher self already know the answers, because they know everything in advance. That's why the whole journey is actually trying to get ourselves aligned to your higher self. That is the purpose of the soul journey, and learn things. Okay, so let's go to the unicorn. The unicorn card to see what blessing we have. Now we have uncaught relationship. Let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. You see what I mean? The Three of Swords. You still let things bother you, and then it's kind of like you couldn't make sense of thing 100% for yourself. You forgot about the questions: why it happened, what was it for, what lesson it was. You forgot to answer all these things. So you spend so much time trying to comprehend life. And you spend so much time to gather all the facts and figure the knowledge, even all the videos on YouTube, for example. But you forgot to answer the practical questions, the major questions of all the things that happened to you. So you held on those past experiences and let it hurt you, right? So that's why spirits say, let go now. Forgiveness is a freedom, and you can only forgive by forgiving yourself. first, when you know that it's actually designed for your learning, it's meant to happen. And also because people are supposed to pay back the karmic debt to others, so they can be free. So next life you can be, off that person or that soul. You don't have to have any more connection with them, or else it will be, because some people, the debt is too big that they actually have to spend couple of different lives to pay just one person. When it, so as long as you pay everything, that's actually the relief, the good signs that you're gonna be free. So it's time to learn how to free yourself by forgiving, and you can only do it with the wisdom, with understanding about the nature of life, the principle of the life of the universe. When you realize, oh, that is how it works because it's applied to everyone, then you will just simply do the formula. It's just as simple as that, and then you will be free, and then you are ready for the blessings, and receive all the awards, the rewards, just like all other people that you have seen so far. Now, the second card we have is the Enlightenment. Look from the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone. This is, cannot be false, this reading today, because obviously that they all keep saying the same thing. It's trying to emphasize the thing that you were missing. You forgot to look to the matters, the problems, the thing that you hold on with your wisdom, with the more open views. You still, it's like you look to the sky under the bottom of the well, so you see the sky is actually round, like the shape of the well, but you don't see the sky is actually like in like you can't see how big or how large the sky is, and how immense it is outside, right? So your job now is to have to jump out of that well, go to the surface, so it's like higher perspective, when so you don't see the well through the bottom anymore, but you can see from the higher point of view. So let's do that, and see how things works out for you. And I guarantee you, if you do that, things will come. Okay, so let's come to the next one. We will have the Rose Oracle cards, and see what's the healing that we're receiving. What is the blessings of the healing? The first one we have is the grandmothers. So remember the root, and perspective. Trust the weaving. Sorry, right? There was something stick here, so let me remove it a bit. Okay, so the grandmothers, it's actually this is the card saying that your ancestors is trying to guide you through here. So you are being guided, and they're working very hard around you right now. So remember your roots. Perspective, trust the weavings. Perspective is also, like they're trying to tell you that you're not alone. You think that you, like, suppose you are not alone, but the thing is, the best thing they can do is just trying to channel through the messages, or like rely on these light workers in this world, the people that around you, or like even like watching video here, trying to send you that messages so you can understand things. So because they really want you to break through that major breakthrough that you need to do to reach to that the new door and open the new world in front of you. So they say, remember that you have us around, and we actually watching you. That your roots is, that the ancestor, the whole generations that living in you, but you don't see it. That's why you are fragile somehow, but you actually also got that strength more than anyone else. That it's just because you didn't exploit your ability to all your ability yet, so you don't see it. But obviously that, you know, the whole generation living through you now, that's why you got that strength to reach this far in your soul journey. And you should be proud of yourself because you just don't see it. But I can see how strong you are already. You just don't see it yourself. You don't trust yourself enough. But if after this reading, you're trying to look at things out of the box, you know, like go to the very root problems of what you're dealing with within yourself, you will see, once you open that idea, that blockage ideas in your mind, when you can remove that blockage, you will see how things change overnight, in a blink of an eye. That is the terms that I like. Okay, so now let's go to the second card with the Rose Oracles to see what we have, right? The second card we have is Sophia, the divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within destiny. Do you believe me? Now, if you were here with me for some time now, you see, each oracle message, I know the messages sometimes it can be various, but most of the cases, once I draw the cards, they will go in sync with each other. The whole theme has to be very in sync. And you see, Sophia, the divine plan, wisdom, that's why I say after the divine clock ticking, it's you stepping to the divine plan period. You can't miss it. You'll be slow, or you can be kind of like feeling stuck, but you still on the path toward your destiny without knowing it. Now, because they say that you actually got all the answer within you. All you need to do is to bring it out now. Sorry guys, if you hear my dog, you know, someone knock at the door. It's okay. So all you need to do now is to trust in the unknown, to know that you are right on the track toward your destiny because Andy says so, right? If you have any questions, feel free to email me or to leave me a comment and ask me. I'm willing to help everyone until you get everything that you meant to get. Okay, so let's go to the next deck we have is, hang on guys, I've got something under my card here again. Okay, so the next one, let's go to, I forgot what it's called. This one is Angels and Ancestor. So this is a deck, another deck for Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards. Let's see what we have. The first one we have is the Magical Guardian, unlock the magic within. This is unbelievable. All the cards trying to tell you that slow down, don't panic, stop, you know, like worrying. Spend some time, so maybe meditation is very good options, or if you choose somewhere kind of like vibe with you, because each one will have a different ideas how to tap in their own intuition. So unlock the magic within. Again, they say that you got it and you ready to open it, to unlock it. That's what spirit trying to advise. So let's try it and see how things work for you. Okay, so the second one, let's see what we have. The second card of the Angels and Ancestor Oracles will be, let's see, Shadow Skin. This is unbelievable because, you know, like all the cards say the exactly one message. So this reading is so straightforward. They're trying to encourage you to say that it's time for you to transform, the finest transformations, to catch up with everyone else, with the current energies of the universe. Okay, so now let's go to the Black Mirror Oracle cards. This is the Dark Mirror, not the Black, but I don't know why I keep calling it Black because it looks black to me. Dark Mirror. So let's see hopefully we will find out what is it is about. Of course that you got a problem with, you know, the thing that hurts you, or the thing that kind of like suffocate your heart in the past. That is the clear problem that we see here. But with the dark mirror here, right? Let's see what we have. The trial of lies. You know, this card came out a couple of times in the recent readings. It still came out here. Now, there's no doubt that it goes with the theme of your problem right now. So you are the one who trying to stop yourself here. Self-doubting, lack of confidence. Also, you know, how I say, self-pity, self-victimization. Now, whenever that people feeling that way, the question is why you should feel that way. Because you compare yourself to other, and you shouldn't compare yourself to anyone, because everyone is designed for a different purpose. You can compare yourself that less unfortunate to other people, because there will be other people less unfortunate than you, especially those that die much at a young age. They don't even have chances to experience life or learn. So why you still victimize yourself? What makes you feel less unfortunate? Now, we need to be serious about this and sit down and ask ourselves and sort out that questions. Because once you being up, how I say, honest about the answer toward yourself, you will allow all the heart chakra blockage to be removed. So it's just as simple as that. You have the courage, the ancestor telling you that, the magic guardian telling you that. It's time to transform. So don't hesitate. It's time to take an action. Okay, now the second card of this deck, the Dark Mirror. Let's see what we have. Okay, so the second one we have is Peaceful Among Thorns. This is actually the tips for people. Now, if you can train yourself, how I say, to keep calm while the water is waving around you, that is the very, how I say, high level of, you know, being spiritual maturity. You can only do that when you have enough the wisdom, the skills, the grounding skill, and also life experiences. That's how you train yourself every life, and that is really, how I say, the ultimate skill that every soul wants to train. And that's why we keep coming back every life to do it. Now, once you can do that, you won't panic when things changes. You won't panic if you're feeling like, okay, we are a bit behind people. But once you realize that, you keep calm with all the skill that I've just mentioned. And then we figure out how to make it like catching up, and even figure out how to surpass all the people that actually were faster than you. That is the joy of how you training yourself, learning life, and, you know, accumulating all these spiritual skills for your soul in the next journeys, next cycle, next life. Okay, now let's go to the love message to see what we have. This is I can never remember the name of this deck. You know, it's something like Angel's Romance or something, but I call it the Love Oracle cards, right? Let's go to the Love Oracle cards and see what we have. Okay, so let me put this up a little bit. Right. So the Love Oracles we have is, the first one we have is the attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Now, so this is a little bit off the theme of, you know, the people that needs to catch up, right? This is about the current energy, because as I analyzed in the video yesterday about Monday, Tuesday, and even the week, obviously that the Venus is the Venus conjuncts with Mercury Is that the Venus conjunct? No, sorry. The moon conjuncts with Venus. Sorry. Um, so you attract a romantic love, and a lot of people start to thinking about higher commitment, upgrading their relationship. So this is the cards about. So so if you a little bit like behind at the moment, and you see people how they open the door of the new cycle and enjoying the blessings and enjoying life, just like being free to enjoy it, they attract a lot of opportunities, people, money, whatever, toward them happiness. And when you see that, you know that where you're heading to, you're gonna gain or receive exactly the same thing. So keep that in mind, and that and makes it as the kind of like motivation for you. So you work harder. But to be honest, if you really trust yourself and that you got all the answer, it won't be that hard. It's actually very easy. Once you bring out that ideas, the key idea to allow you to be free from the past. We're talking about the heart chakra here. You will see that you will gain exactly the same thing. You're gonna enjoy things to full and attracts everyone toward you. All the opportunity. Now the second card, let's see what we have. And this is gonna be the last one for our readings today. Let's see what we have. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Unbelievable. So like this is the idea of when you're stepping into that new land, the land of light and love and hope and um, sanity, infinity. Um, you will just like enjoy the compensations. It's like the reward after you graduate the live university, the compensations from the universe, from God, to compensate and to heal you all the pains. So you feel free to express yourself, to enjoy the passion, to explore love, feelings, sensations, all the things that you ever dream of and wished for. Okay guys, so this is all I've got for today, and I hope you enjoy. If you enjoy what I'm doing, please like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. If you want to donate, please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.